Hello friends, welcome to Coding Hosted YouTube channel. In this video I will explain you this program equilibrium point, and this question is from GX for GX. So in this question we will get a array of positive numbers and we have to find the first equilibrium point in the array. And equilibrium point is an array is a position such that sum of elements before it is equal to the sum of elements after it. So I will explain you with the help of an example. So here you can see that we have a array in which we have 5 elements: 1, 3, 5, 2 and 2. So now you can see that before element 5 we have 1 and 3, and after it we have 2 and 2. If we add these two elements here, 1 plus 3 will become 4, and here also 2 plus 2 will become 4. So now you can see that before 5 sum of all the elements is equal to the sum of all the elements after 5. So it means that 5 is our equilibrium point, but in the output we do not have to return this element, we have to return its position. So we will return index plus 1, and suppose in the array we only have one element. In that case we will return 1, because you can see that if we have only one element in the array, in that case there is no left elements and right elements. So it means that single element is also a equilibrium point, and in that case we will return its position, which will become 1. So now I will explain you logic of this program. So first we will take a variable t, and I will take a for loop. With the help of that for loop I will add all the elements of the array in this t variable. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, and 11 plus 2 is 13. So in this t variable we will get 13. So now we have total of all the elements. Now I will take two more variables. So I will name them presum and after sum. So now with the help of this total sum variable we have to calculate the presum and after sum for a given element. After that we will again traverse in our array from starting to last index, and inside the for loop I will take some statements. So I will write like this: after sum is equal to total minus presum minus array of I, and we will take a if statement here. If after sum is equal to presum, so in that case we will return I plus 1. So we will return that position, and after of this if statement I will add a element in the presum variable. So presum plus array of I. So now let's try to dry run this code. Suppose our index is starting from 0, so I is starting from 0, and now we will go inside our loop. Now we will calculate our after sum variable. So now we are at index 0, so index 0 we have 1. So after element 1 we have these 4 elements. If we add all these elements, then we will get the sum of elements after this element. So after sum is equal to t minus presum minus a of I. So initial values of these both variables are 0, but in this for loop when we are calculating after sum variable, so t minus presum is 0, and a of I is 1. So 13 minus 1 is 12. So in this after sum variable we will get 12. So sum of these 4 elements is 12, and now we will check here if after sum is equal to presum. You can see no, presum is 0 and after sum is 12. And after this if statement we will add this element in the presum variable. So now in the presum variable we will get 1. After that index plus plus, so now index will become 1, and now this statements will again execute and it will again calculate the after sum. So now we are at index 1. So at index 1 we have element 3. So now it means that we have to find the sum of these 3 elements. So total minus ps minus a of I. So total is 13. 13 minus prism, which is 1. So 13 minus 1 is 12, minus a of I. So a of I is 3. So in this, after some variable, we will now get 9. Now it will again check that prism is equal to after sum. No, prism is 1 and after sum is 9. After that we will again add this element in the prism variable. So now we will add 3 in the prism. So 1 plus 3 will become 4. After that index plus plus. So index will become 2. Now we are at element 5, and now we have to find the sum of these two elements after 5. So now after sum is equal to t minus prism minus a of I. So 13 minus 4. So 13 minus 4 is 9, minus a of I. So a of I is 5. So 9 minus 5 is 4. So in the after sum variable we will get 4. And now here it will check if after sum is equal to prism. So you can see that yes, prism is 4 and after sum is also 4. So now we will return here I plus 1. So I is 2. So 2 plus 1 will become 3. So in the output we will get 3. So now I will write the program. Here in the program, first I will take if statement. If n is equal to 1, it means that in the array we only have one element. So in that case we have to return 1, because we know that one element itself is also a equilibrium point. And after that I will take variables int total equal to 0 and prism equal to 0 and after sum equal to 0. And after that I will take a for loop to add the elements in the total variable. So for int I equal to 0 and I less than n and I plus plus. So total plus equal to a of I. So in this total variable we will get the sum of all the elements. And after that we will again take a for loop for int I equal to 0 and I less than n and I plus plus. Here is arr, so I have to write here arr. And in this for loop, now first I will calculate the after sum. So after sum is equal to total minus resum minus array of I. And after that we will check if prism is equal to after sum. If prism is equal to after sum, so we will return position of that element, so I plus 1. And after that we will add this element in the prism variable. So prism plus equal to array of I. And suppose we do not find any equilibrium point in the array, so in that case we will return -1. So outside of this for loop I will return here -1. So now let's run this program. So actually we have to take variables of long, because this is array of long data type. So I will take long data type. Now let's run this program. So you can see that our program is working fine, and let's submit the program. So you can see that our program has submitted successfully. Thanks for watching.